Zel Boy Army, what is going on? It is your boy Zelonius, my beautiful spicy friend back here, Mr. Ainsley Harritt, and we're here today with another banger of a video for you. How to attack in the 4-2-3-1. So I've done tactic videos on this formation. I'll refresh you with the tactics, let you see what I'm running at the moment, give you an idea of the team I run. Then I'm going to show you some gameplay clips from a weekend league game I played, show you how I attack in the 4-2-3-1, and it'll help you learn how to attack better, give you some attacking tips, but how to use this formation to score more goals. I've had a lot of people asking me about this type of video, so I thought this one would be great for you guys. Appreciate the support a lot on the channel recently, boys. We're nearly at 9,500 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers in the next month's my goal, so it looks like we're on the way to that. Really appreciate the continued support. Anyone who watches the videos, likes them, comments on them, it helps the channel grow, shares it with friends. I really appreciate that. I've been getting some really nice encouraging messages on Twitter, Instagram or Twitch. So boys, it really means the world to me. It helps me want to keep making videos for you boys. If there's any videos you want to see, let me know your ideas. I'm always trying to put out content that you guys enjoy, and it's stuff that you guys want to see. Anyone who wants potentially more access to me, get more chance to ask more questions, I stream daily on Twitch. That's a very good way to interact with me. I also run a Patreon with Jambu and the FIFA analyst, plus we have a top 50 in the world trader called 5-Star Foot. It's the best thing I think I can offer in terms of improving at foot. We do posts every day. We've got a Discord full of loads of different people looking to improve or building the community. There's a link in the description below. Boys, hope you enjoy this video. Let's have a good one. Boys, this is my current team. I will show you what it looks like in game. So that's just for chemistry out there. You can see in game. The 91 there is Coman, keepers to Stegen, 8-Bo and Mendy, Frankie and Marcelo at CDM, Mbappe, Tal, Neymar, Dalglish. So the keys in the 4-2-3-1. This is what you need to look for in the formation. Defenders, just centre backs, just quick, strong, decent enough on the ball, but don't have to be special. Just the elite centre backs, they all work in it. The full backs, I want people who are strong and quick, but generally pretty good on the ball so I can play with them. The CDMs, they need to be able to attack. That's one of the key things in my 4-2-3-1, that the CDMs are on balanced attack, and they're not like, they don't have to be elite attackers, but they at least need to be able to go forward and attack. That's one of the key differences with my tactics when I show you them. You need to be able to attack with your CDMs, because the balanced attack, that will help you so much to break people down. The lamb is Mbappe. I want people who are rapid out wide, at least 4-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot's preferable, but I got this Mbappe untradeable, and he's 99 pace and strong. He's unreal out wide, I really like him. Neymar isn't quite as quick, but he's got the 5-star weak foot. Neymar's just broken on this game, he's just a beast. And then my striker in Cam, this is one of the keys. You'll see in the clips of how I attack, I really, really value 5-star weak foot Cam and striker. For me, it's just vital. You need the 5-star weak foot because you need that to be able to break people down. It makes you more unpredictable in the attack. The tactics I play with, balance free with free depth. I find if you go any lower than that, it just becomes a bit too hard to defend and it's almost too negative. This works quite well for me. It still allows me to press. The attacking side though, balanced offensive style, I find that just works best on this year's game. Not sure why, I've tried the others, but the others just don't seem as good. And I leave the rest pretty much on default. Everyone's on stay back on the defense. CDMs, cut passing lanes and balanced attack. I want them on cover centre as well so they stay in the middle. Come back on defense on all the cams because it helps them defend better. I found the basic like support and crosses position freedom, when I changed them, they just didn't work as well. I like the default. And then the striker, I want him on stay forward just so he stays up front as an outlet. And the stay central just means he stays in the middle, because most goals on FIFA 20 come from attacking centrally. You're not really going to cross too often. You more use going out wide to stretch teams. But yeah, those are the tactics currently that I'm using. I'm going to show you in game how I play. I'll show you some of the goals I've scored, some gameplay highlights to explain how this tactic works in game. Okay, this video here, or the highlights you're going to see, it's from me streaming Weekend League. So the webcam isn't live, that is literally taken from my stream, so you can see the overlay, the Twitch sub badges, etc. If you've never watched one of my streams, check them out. But yeah, I'm going to show you all the goals I scored in this game, and from this, we'll look at some of the key ways that you can score goals and how to attack on FIFA 20. The first one is from a corner. Now, corners are a fantastic way to score on FIFA 20. For some reason, from corners, the defence just don't seem to defend as well. They don't set up properly, they're not as aggressive. So it's a very good chance to score them. I always, like probably 90% of the time, will take them short because they're just a very good opportunity. You can watch here, I take it short, I try passing. Normally, what you should be doing here, you should be going to the edge of the box. I must have misaimed it, but I still won the ball back here. You can see now, him, they're just starting to get a bit more space. I look for the pass. This is the key area on FIFA 20 when you can score. When you get into this position, if the defender gives you that much space, especially when you have a 5-star weak foot player, this is Mbappe, he only has 4-star weak foot, but this is one of the reasons I have at least 4-star weak foot, is I can either turn there, or I can turn there, and from corners you just seem to get more space. You can see there, the defender marks the right foot, so I go onto the left foot. Near post normal shots are one of the best ways of scoring, but you can use left stick dribbling if the opponent gives you enough space in the box to create some space. And what happens is I put it into the corner, near post finish, easy goal, 1-0 to Zelboy. Okay, this goal here, you can see that my team are quite positioned defensively in my own half. You can't really see the radar, but you can see from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everyone except for my striker is in my own half. So I have to counter attack here. See there, drag back, just using things like drag back, ball rolls in the middle of the pitch, just create a little bit more space, make a better angle for the pass. And I can see here, I've got past my opponent's midfield. His midfield are out of position. When your opponent's midfield are out of position, this is a great time to counter attack. Because on FIFA 20, it's actually quite easy to beat someone and score past them when their midfield aren't in the way. But when it gets hard and it's very frustrating is when people set up shop, they hold their defensive shape and the midfield get in the way. If you can get past someone's midfield quick and get just to their defence, it becomes a really good opportunity. Look on counter-attacks for your strikers to make runs. You can see here, Dalglish is making a run. If you have a mismatch, by this I mean a matchup where your strike has a lot more pace than centre-back, look for these through balls in behind. I play a through ball. What I do here is I do the double through ball. By that I mean I press through ball twice, and what it does is it lofts it a little bit. But when it lofts it, it makes it far harder for the defender to react and lock onto the ball. I don't know why. For some reason on FIFA 20 that's just a thing where if you do the double pass, they don't lock onto it properly. It gives Kenny something to run onto. And from here, I'm not going to hit the near post shot, because if the near post here, his keeper is in line with that, his keeper's not central. If I hit the near post shot here, his keeper will save it. So I normally would always go near post, but you have to analyse the situation to be calm and collect in front of goal. The far post is definitely the better option, because I don't have enough time to ball roll the keeper. I will nearly always ball roll the keeper when I get one-on-one or hit it near post, but neither are available, so I have to change how I play. I hit it far post, easy goal. Again, the 5-star weak foot meant that it didn't matter that it wasn't on his right foot. 5-star weak foot just allows you to attack in so many different ways, but that's another key element to attacking. The 4-2-3-1, what it's really nice for, and you could see there, was I had 4 attackers to quickly counter-attack, but the striker still makes that run in behind. He stays central to make that run, and the Lamb and Ram can tuck in and play those through balls in behind. Okay, this clip here, I win the ball back, and as soon as I win the ball back, I look to go forward and counter, because again, my opponent's midfield, they're out of position. But watch what I do here, that's slightly different. I go forward, but I don't have enough options moving forward. So I use a drag back, create a bit of space, and I go backwards, because you shouldn't always look to go forward. If you can go forwards, risk-free, and give yourself a good chance to attack, do it. But don't force the ball forwards every single time for the sake of it. So many people I play against are so predictable, because every time they get the ball, they always force the ball forwards, and I know they're going to do this, so it makes it so much easier to defend. Mix your play up, change the tempo, and don't force the ball forward and put yourself into a bad position. But I use the CDMs here to rotate the ball, use the space. And then again, my ram there, Messi, makes a space, runs in behind. I could have done a ball roll, but I knew I was going to beat this opponent, so I tried to do a different shot. There, you should do a ball roll. The ball roll is the guaranteed one. But this is what I mean with the 4-2-3-1. You have 4 attackers. The lamb, ram, striker in particular make lots of runs in behind. I went backwards. I kept the ball. I kept the possession, and then I drew my opponent out of position, and then my ram made a run in behind, and it gave me an easy goal. Okay, this attack here shows you how to use the combinations that you get in the 4-2-3-1. One thing that the 4-2-3-1 is really good for is the link-up play. Because you have 3 attacking midfielders and a striker, if you use them properly, you'll get lots of little triangle. When I say triangles, I mean little 3-man options a lot of the time where they can link up and you can quickly pass it around. This isn't as easy when people get their team in shape. When that happens, you have to be more patient, use more things like drag backs, fake shots. But if your opponent's playing open, you'll get a lot more chances like this. You can see here, I use Mbappe. Mbappe runs from Lambda to there. That opens space for my striker to get in there. I use a fake shot to generate a bit of space, but I don't force it. My opponent's ready. I can't get straight in, so I go backwards. Now, my ram, Messi's making a run in. I can see this. I turn with Dalglish. Make sure you face the way that make sure you face your player when you pass him, because so many people force passes when they're not facing the right way and it messes the pass up. I see the run. Messi's left-footed, so I feel like I can hit this first time. Hit it first time, bottom corner. That doesn't always go in first time on this game, but if I'd have waited, I don't think I'd have been able to score that with if I'd have taken a touch, because the opponent would have got into shape. But you can see there, I use the runs from my cams and my striker. I do quick passing. I'm patient. I turn, wait for the run, shoot, goal. Waiting for the runs and being patient in the 4-2-3-1 is important. When you've got 4 attackers, they will eventually make space and they will make good runs, but you have to be patient and wait for that to happen. Having some skill moves in your locker, ways to be a bit more unpredictable, catch your opponent out, is absolutely vital when attacking on FIFA. You don't need to be like Tex, you don't need to be spamming skill moves like a crazy man trying to score the best goals ever. Most people aren't capable of that. I know pretty much all the tricks in the game, but I'm not that good at doing them consistently. But what I do know is I've mastered a few skill moves. I know exactly when to use them, and I know enough that I can catch my opponent out and get goals because of them. Skill moves don't always need to be for beating a man. Sometimes they're just for keeping the ball, setting yourself up for a better angle. Watch this here. I use a scoop turn. Okay, we'll go back. It seemed to skip a bit there. I get the ball here. I use a scoop turn there with Mbappe to turn quick. A dead stop fake. A La Croqueta. La Croquetas are really good after a fake shot, by the way. Just seems to give you a little speed boost. I'm passing it around here. That shot with Messi probably shouldn't go in. I was only really going for it because I was 4-0 up. But the general gist of what I want to show from that goal was the amount of times that I was doing different tricks, moving the ball well. It made it harder for my opponent to read me. Having tricks, especially in the 4-2-3-1 where you've got lots of different link-up options, will allow you to open up a tough defender. Decision making when attacking is so important on FIFA. There isn't mechanics on FIFA that a Gold 1 player wouldn't be able to do that only a pro player could do. It's not like a Rocket League type of game or Fortnite where it's just physically impossible for you to replicate what a pro can do. The main difference between pro players top 100 to Elite 3 to Gold 1 to Silver is they make the right decision so much more than players lower down than them. They're a lot more consistent. They get the same action, they have the muscle memory, they do the right thing more often than the players below them. Gold players can score some insane goals and do some brilliant play. I offer one-to-one coaching. If anyone's interested in that, please DM me on Twitter or Instagram. But one of the things I'm noticing when I do private coaching is even when I do it with like a Gold 3 player, they sometimes score great goals past me or do brilliant play. They just don't do it as consistently as the higher ranked people. Decision making separates ranks. You can see here I'm attacking, I'm being patient. Those step overs I do there look irrelevant, But what they do, they just give my opponent something else to think about. In the 4-2-3-1, especially when you have your CDMs on balance, what you can do is you can create an overload of information. What I mean by this is you give the opponent so much to think about defensively, they don't know what to do. And just mixing in little things like step overs can help with that. I've got lots of options. The 4-2-3-1, you need to use all the different runs, the different options you have in it. I do a through ball there, not a chip through ball, but a double wide, double triangle through ball. It just elevates it above the defender. And then my decision here, and this is a clever one, if I take a touch, there's a good chance on this game, Messi takes a bad touch and the defender catches him, or I take a touch and I don't have an easy shot. He's brought his keeper off the line there, so my quick decision making knows to lob shot, and it's going to be a goal. You can't do that with everyone. Messi's obviously a brilliant player, but that lob shot caught my opponent out, and in all that, I counter-attacked well, I picked out the right pass, I picked out the right shot at the right time. That goal, anybody watching this video would be able to replicate. It's just how many times would you consistently make the right decision. On this one, it's the 90th minute. My opponent is pressing me because he just wants to get a goal back. When people are pressing you, you need to use runs in behind and counter. 4-2-3-1 is a great tactic for getting out of the press because you have two wide players, you still have players centrally, you've got enough defensive players to give you stability. Use the width and the runs in behind with pace to get past the press. Here, I can see Mbappe is on the shoulder of his fullback. Mbappe's got 99 pace. He's not going to get caught. So I do a through ball over there. I do a double tap through ball because the double tap just makes it harder for the defender to lock on. What I would say here that I didn't score a goal like this game, but it's a great way to attack, is a lot of the time I will just run down here and then I will do a double X pass. It's like a ground pass but slightly off the ground. I will cut back to whoever's attacking there. It depends on where they are obviously, but the double cutback pass works so well because defenders don't lock onto it a lot, and a lot of the time it will give you a tapping. But here, he gives me the space. You can see here he was probably trying to mark that cutback. Mbappe gets the space, and because the last minute I wanted to go for a cool goal, I green it, finesse it into the far corner, but I beat the press by using the 4-2-3-1's natural width, using a double through ball pass. But bear in mind that the cutbacks there are a very good option. Boys, you've got lots of different attacking tips there. Showed you lots of different attacking patterns you can have in the 4-2-3-1. I'd recommend also you check out my set piece tutorial I did, I think, at the end of last week. That can help you get a few extra goals. Lots of different guides I've put out on how to score, how to improve at the game. But remember, patience, using the runs and space that the 4-2-3-1 generates, not always forcing the ball forwards, using the dribbling, different skill moves that I recommend, 5-star weak foots, the balanced attack on the CDMs. There's lots of different ways that you can score goals with the 4-2-3-1. It's a fantastic, very well balanced formation. Boys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.